Hi, I'm Bree with Simply Bree's Floral, and today I'm going to show you how to make small centerpieces for Valentine's. And this one here we're going to do in a martini glass. This one could be for your night out on the town if you're going out for dinner. Something small, non-intrusive for the table. Once again, we're going to take our brick of foam. It gives you the tapered shaping so you know just about how much you need to taper. We're going to go ahead and just cut this one into more of a square so it's a little more centered into the vase. We're going to taper that just a little more. Good, so now that we've got that, we want to ensure that we don't see the foam on the inside. So we're going to take some aspidistra leaves, or you can take tea leaves, anything with a nice wide, broad, flat base. We're going to lay that in there. We're going to let it kind of naturally curl to the shape of the martini glass. And I usually like to kind of double them over just a bit to ensure that when you press them down that there isn't going to be any slippage. We're going to take that foam, set that right down in there. So when you look from the bottom of your glass, you shouldn't see any foam showing. And if you do, just readjust until you can no longer see them. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and trim off all of this excess leaf by just taking a sharp floral knife, cutting down into the leaf and just bringing it around the rim of the glass. Do not press too hard, as you can chip some thin glass this way. There we go. Got a nice sharp clean edge all the way around. We're going to go ahead and taper this foam again, just to ensure we get a nice round look when we're finished. Okay, so now that we've got our foam in there, we're going to go ahead and take some waterproof Oasis tape, stretch this out, and we're just going to put just a smidge over the edge of the glass. Once again, we're going to try and hide our mechanics as best as possible, so that way they do not have to see how the arrangement was made, but just enjoy the arrangement. I'm going to do one more just for good measure. And this allows for the foam to not move as you're designing and slip out of place, maybe even during delivery. So once you have that, we're going to go ahead and just kind of cut off just a bit of that tape on the end, just to kind of keep it real nice and tight to the top. And once we've done that, we'll go ahead and start with our roses. Usually start with your main points, your center, and then maybe at least 4 to 5 points on the outside, depend upon how large your glass is, or depend upon what container you're working with. And make sure they're in nice and deep so they're down at the bottom of the vase, drinking water. So now we've got our roses there, and they're all at a very nice, even height. Nobody is exceeding the height of another. And for a lot of centerpieces, this is usually your general rule of thumb. For low centerpieces, they need to be below your fist. For high centerpieces, the arrangement needs to be well above this fist mark. This is where it's comfortable for people to see over your arrangements. So from here, we're going to just add in greenery, or you can add just a little bit of pieces that maybe flare out a little higher or further than others. Now, if you want to go ahead and do even multiple colors, I would even maybe add in some white. I'm going to take a few of these white roses here. These are a nice large rose compared to the size of the red. There's very much a size difference. So we're going to use these as fillers just to kind of fill in those large open centers. If you need your rose a little more open, little puff of air, you can just gently massage the petals apart. Nice sharp cut. Tuck down and low. And at this point, once again, we can even go ahead and add in some of the green dianthus. This works great as an accent flower, and as well as even an accent greenery. Just kind of dot those in there. That helps keep your nice tight round ball look. As I said, you may need to readjust some of your roses as you're going around, making sure everybody is in good visual. You don't want too many clustered or heavy on one rose or another. You want to keep everything nice and dispersed. And this piece here is just a little bit high, so we're going to go ahead and pull them out and give them one more cut again and see how that works. There you go. You almost want it just to kind of kiss the edges of the roses. And there you have a beautiful centerpiece for Valentine's. To learn more or get any more ideas, you can certainly check me out on my website at simplybreezefloral.com or look us up on Facebook.